Republican presidential candidate John McCain joins me now from Iowa. And Senator, are you shocked an agreement was not reached today on this bailout plan? And can our leaders really afford to take their time with this?
I'm deeply disappointed and know they can't afford to take their time. The stock market today wasn't just a drop in stocks. It was a hard blow to people's savings, to their retirement, to their 401ks, and it's not acceptable. And Congress's failure to act today was unacceptable, and they should get together on a bipartisan basis and stop all this bickering and pass this legislation. Otherwise, the penalties are going to be even more severe than they are today, which are already terribly severe. Karen, I just want to point out, this affects people to get a loan for their car, make their home payments, keep their jobs. This is about Main Street and working families and families in America, and Congress's failure to act is not acceptable.
So now what happens? What happens next? They're saying they're not going to meet until Thursday?
You know, I heard that, but they should be sitting down tonight. They should be sitting down tonight and acting. Again, you saw what the stock market did in response, and I don't know what the stock market's going to do in long term. I don't claim to. But I know that what happened today harms so many families' investments and mutual funds and 401ks and retirement, and it's just a not acceptable situation. And this legislation, if we're going to stabilize, I'm not saying that our economy will dramatically improve by it, but stabilize is vital that it be passed, and it's time to do it together rather than exercise partisanship.
Senator, we know no mortgage relief was in this first bill. That seems to be crucial here. What do you want to see in this bill?
I want to see basically what was in the bill. We need mortgage relief. We need institutions to be bought up or loans extended so they can continue to extend credit to consumers on Main Street. We need strong oversight, since we can't leave it in the hands of one person. We need transparency. We need to have no earmarks on it. I laid out those principles a week ago, and I have been very concerned about this. And by the way, we also have to have not only better regulation, but the kind of regulation that's in keeping with the world financial markets. And we've got to act. We have to act. If I'd have written the bill all by myself, would have been exactly that? No, but it's good enough, and it's far, far better than doing nothing, which Congress did today.
Senator, what do you think is holding up this bill? What's the problem there?
I think it's a failure on both sides to understand that we have to act in a bipartisan fashion. I was applauding Congress when they came up with this agreement, and frankly, I had some confidence because the situation, the crisis, is too severe, and yet they didn't do it. I'm urging them to sit down together. I'll help in any way possible. And I want to tell you again, my presidential ambitions are nothing compared to my commitment to getting this crisis under some kind of control.
Senator, let's talk about Colorado here for a second. How do you think you relate to the voters here, and how important is it to win this state?
Well, first of all, I always thank them for the water that comes down to Arizona, but I think I relate. I'm a Western senator. I understand land, water, Native Americans, all of the issues that affect Western states. Senator Obama has no experience on these issues. As a Western senator, I understand public lands, I understand preservation, conservation, all of these issues that frankly affect the lifestyles of one of the most beautiful states in America, and that's the state of Colorado.
Senator McCain, thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me on. I look forward to coming back to Colorado soon.